What's going on, guys? Alright, so in this video we're going to be doing some work on the trunk area. Going to get the kill switch taken care of. I've actually found the rod that goes to originally to the switch. On the hatch I didn't use, I made my own rod. It was longer because I had the box further back. But I'm going to take care of that today. Then next, we're going to work on getting the vacuum lines ran to the wastegate and blow-off valve. I think I'm going to run the electric controller again instead of the manual controller. So what I ran it was a 3-port Mac valve. Very cheap, Amazon special. I'll shoot a link down below. Gonna be wiring that into the Holly, but this time we're gonna make some changes. Yeah, but anyways, we're gonna hook that up. But first, I want to take care of this back here. This is what I was talking about. This right here. I already got. We want to call it majiggy. Still onto the rod or the switch here. It's gonna run through. So they make me a hole here. And put the handle on it, which I still need to find a handle. This handle's somewhere in this mess. I think it's right here. Oh, look at that! Found it. Yeah. So this is the original one I made for the hatch. You can see it's supposed to be longer because I have the box. Like I said, I have the box like further out. But now we can use a small one for that. Then once I get done with that, I want to go ahead and finish putting the sound deadening in. Do as much as I can on the back. Hopefully I have enough to do the rest of it. Also, I'm not going to do the hole here and just around the battery box. But get that taken care of, and we'll work on the vacuum lines. Alright, so got the rod in here for the kill switch. It's kind of hard, maybe because the box ain't tightened down or anything, lid or anything. But got that taken care of. And you notice I got the rest of the sound deadening in. Doesn't look the prettiest, but hopefully it does the job. You're not going to really see it once I get the cover and the carpet, everything in the car or in the trunk, I should say. Came a little short. You can see I got some spots here missing here and there, but I'm not going to really worry about it. I was more worried getting this back out of here and getting all this. So got that all taken care of. Like I say, I got all that taken care of. Now I think next I want to take care of tackle is getting the vacuum lines ran to the boost controller, and hopefully that'd be it. But like I said, we got a lot of little things here to do. Get that taken care of. I might try to fit on the front end. Might be next weekend. It's supposed to get cold here. Unfortunately, here in Texas, it's going to get cold for one day. So may head off till next weekend to get the front end put on, kind of mock it up, see how everything fits. I'm thinking of getting rid of the GM map sensor and get a sensor for the throttle body here, since it has a revision for it, and run this vacuum line for my blow-off valve. So I'm still thinking about doing that. If not, I need to find a fitting for the throttle body or the elbow here, because I still got 2 more ports left to use if I need to use them. But I'm thinking maybe do a GM sensor here. But like I said, need to do a little more research on that before I do it. But yeah, guys, car's coming along. I know I probably said in the last couple videos, but slowly but surely she's getting there. I really want to attend Fox Fest this year. Hopefully COVID or any of that other crap gets in the way. Alright, so I got the wiring ran, got a little extra here, but I already made a connector here. I had on the hatch, so I do need to make a connector for the other side here for the red and black. So I'm just using these pack connectors. Bought a bag off of Amazon. They're fairly cheap. Comes with all the hardware and everything what you need to make them. So all we need to make is the male side of the connector. Only need 2 connector, the middle pieces here, and the weather grommets, and we're going to build those. It doesn't matter which one's positive or negative on this. Doesn't really, the Mac valve doesn't care, so we'll probably put the positive on the outside, negative in the inside. Got all the wiring ran inside the car. You can see there, still on the spools. We'll get that taken care of first, then we'll get working on getting this ran to the ECU. One's going to be negative, one's going to be going to the output on the Holly, and I'm probably going to use on the same output I had before. I have in a little book there, little diagrams so I know what wire goes where. Yeah, get that taken care of, and shoot, I don't know what I'm gonna do next. I may do like probably little stuff like this for the doors, plug it in. Got all the vacuum lines ran, vacuum valve there, obviously got it zip tied in place. Got all the vacuum lines ran. And so I'll post up the diagram I used to run my vacuum lines. I am running dual wastegates, which nothing really anything special other than having to split it off. You see I got the ball valve line ran, kind of goes up under. There's a hole there, ran it through there. Comes out, comes up, goes right into the elbow here. I found a brass fitting that would work on the elbow, so did that. Probably just gonna hang on to the 3-bar map sensor for right now. Gonna run that, and I think that's it. I think I might try and put the front end on, kind of see how it mocks up and everything. Alright, so kind of give you an idea how to make one of these connectors. Well, the male side, but pretty much basically the same thing on the female side as well. Oh, let me sit down here. Getting too old for this. Alright, so you got your connector here. We're just going to open it up. Alright, so your connector will open up just like that. But I need to trim these wires down because I really don't want this much wire to tie up. So I'm probably going to cut it down to probably like right there. Like that. Alright, so I don't know where my wire strips are at, but we're just going to use a blade here and just cut the casing off on each wire. Like that. Just give it a nice, get a little turn there. Alright, like I said, it doesn't matter which wire goes where, but for me, I'm going to put the positive wire on the end, negative in the middle. So our plug will go in like that, as so. I'll put our little weather seal on. Probably should have stuck this on before I stripped the wires, but it is what it is. Push those back there. Do the same thing on the negative side. Alright, so now we got this little guy. Well, we got two of them. We're going to put in. This will actually go into the socket here to make the connection. I don't know if you can see that or not. Make sure the wire's nice and good. You really don't need much tools for this. You just want to stick this in here. I'll take that back. Move your little seal down. Have your seal. These two top parts of, I guess, the connector here onto the seal, and you want to get you some needle nose and just squish it down. Like so. Then you got more here to crush in the wire. Alright, like so. So it should look something like that. Hopefully the camera's picking that up. So now we're going to do the negative the same way. Get our little connector here. Well, first we have to put our little weather seal, you want to call it. Put it there. We're going to crush it on. Use our little needle nose here. Nice and tight. Now we'll crush this on to the wire. I mean, if you want to get serious with this, I guess you can solder it, but that'll work just fine. So like I said, we're going to put the positive on the outside, negative on the inside. But like I said, it really doesn't matter with this 3-valve. So like I said, it's going to plug in just like that. Now, all you have to do is just pop it in. Just makes a little clicking sound, and that's it. And you do the negative the same way. Make a little clicking sound. And after what's left, you got this. Gets this lock here, locks everything in place, won't allow the wire to pop out. And that's it. Now all you have to do is just plug it in. And there she is. Alright, my big old mess I have here. Alright, so here's the wiring here from the Holly. Your inputs and outputs. And I got a little cheat sheet going on here. This comes with the Holly kit. Basically what I did is I marked down what wire goes where. On the Holly kit, each wire is different. So for example, this one's gray with a black line. And this is the wire I'm going to go into. It's output wire, which I already have it marked here. Because originally on the when I had the white hatch, I had it on this spot here, which is B10 on an ECU pin. It's a gray with a black line, which is this wire right here. Originally in the Holly software is label AC shut off, which that's what is default. This is all default stuff. You can change it. Output 4, actually on the Ford kit, on the Ford box body kit, it's assigned to your idle air control, which you have to go into Holley software to configure it. But if you're not using it, like for my case, I'm going to be opening that port up, but I don't have anything stick there for right now. So for right now, we're going to run on the B10, the B10 pin. And you need to notice I got some inputs left. Input 2, input 3 are probably going to be probably for the oil coolant, and not the oil coolant, but the transmission coolant, and I'm going to do the same thing for fuel level. But like I said, we're going to do that on a different video. So I'm going to get this wired up. So this wire is going to go into the red wire here, and this black wire is going to be my ground. So I believe the way I have it configured is I have this on 12 volt positive. So basically what it does is going to apply 12 volts to the MAC valve to control boost. And basically what it is, I created a table for it. Basically a duty cycle on how much boost to produce. So I'll probably go over that. I'll probably go over that in a different video, because it'd be a video on its own. It's pretty cool to do. It's, you can get a MAC valve cheap on Amazon. Basically that's what I did. I know Holley sells a kit for like $100, but you can do this for probably $30-40 with a little bit of wiring and the MAC valve. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna finish wiring this up, and we'll start getting a lot of this cleaned up, and we're getting pretty close. I may go ahead and I don't know yet. I really want to see how this front end fits before it gets dark. Here in Texas, it's kind of weird. It's supposed to snow tomorrow. It's something we rarely see here, but I want to try and fit the front end on and see how it fits. So I'm gonna get this finished up, and we're gonna get the front end on. So hopefully y'all get to see what the front end will look like on this car. All right, got everything all nice and cleaned up. Replaced the screw here. I actually put a bolt in. This is for the ground. Have the ECU, the MAC valve, and I have another ground. I don't know what that goes to. It might go to the it ain't MSD box, because I have that running straight to the battery. So I got everything down here. Put a bolt on it, lock nut, or not lock nut, but a lock washer on it, tighten it down. So I don't know if it's going to be an interference with kick panel or not, but I still got room to cut that off if I need to. Got that nice and tight. That's not going to come off. Alright, so got everything put on, kind of just mocked up here. I have to say this hood is huge. I don't know if you can see it or not, but I got maybe there's plenty of room for all the relays and everything on the fender, from the fender. Like I said, this hood is huge. I knew I got a big hood, but damn, I knew it comes up to the windshield. Might put a little booster seat in here. Anyways, but at least you can see how everything fits and everything on the car. gonna make something to cover these old holes up. Fenders are metal. Front clip is fiberglass. Hood's fiberglass. Not 100% sure I'm digging the look, but maybe once I get out of the car and get everything put together, maybe I'll like it better. But yeah, at least I know everything fits. So, give you a little idea how everything looks. Alright, so this is with the hood off. You can still see there's still a bunch of room to do stuff. And JFab maybe this custom plate here for the radiator, keep that in place. This is a little bit bigger than stock radiator for the Fox. I do notice I don't think the inner markers are going to be usable, just where the radiator sits, which was kind of an issue with the Air Fox or motor hatch, because it had the radiator push quite a ways up just because of the turbo. So we'll see once we get the lights and everything come in, but I'm pretty sure now we won't be able to use those lights. Well, they won't be functional, I should say. But like I say, everything looks pretty good. Be able to get to everything. Starting to look like a car again.